Hello, guys. Just a shot of nature on this earth, and I think I just squished a bug that was laying on me, so now I feel like a murderer. Oh my God. Is that. Stop commenting, and maybe I can get to my video. And this is what it's like living with something that people have dubbed schizophrenia. Did I mention that sometimes it really sounds like this? I don't know what I'm saying or what's going to come out of my mouth, but I do understand what is going on inside my own head. And what is going on around me in my head can seem like a battleground. And I just got bit by something. You know what that was? Was that a spider? That's my only concern. I don't know if it was a spider. Guess we'll find out. No. I think those are the plants attacking. I don't know, but it really ruined my mood. Anyway, we're going to sit here and we're going to record what happens whenever you talk to someone that has schizoaffective disorder, technically, because it's effective. And I don't understand what's effective about it because nobody explained anything about it to me whenever these things started happening. Oh, that's what they were talking about. You squished it. You squished something. No, that was plant goop. And yes, I am a bigger woman and I will be sitting here like this because this is just how my life works. And I'm sorry if it offends you because this is what I like. And I'm like, why do you like it? Why do you have to tell me you like it? Because you said, what? Do you like it? Do you understand? It sounds like you're having a conversation. And I'm like, yes, it does sound like I'm having a conversation constantly with one person that won't leave me the fuck alone. And whenever I try to talk to other people, it just goes like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, oh, I said too much because I can't get that back. It's like all my words are saved up for this one person and they don't know anything about it, but it's stressing me out how much he does know about it. And he's not responding just because I have not done is what I believe now. Because he's over there saying, well, you did have, yes, I did have 10,000 subscribers, but I got shadow banned by someone on the tube too, right? Actually, no, I'm still free on YouTube because they didn't know. They tried to shadow ban me on the tube, but the tube was lifted. So I can use that now, which means this is what it's like living in my head. And I meant for this to be much more informative and much more hard hitting, but I think it's just going to be a documentation. And like, honestly, once you know the whole story, don't go there. Why? You'll sound like a crazy person. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm just shocked. Do you understand how shocked and afraid of it I am? Because knowing that there are people out there that are running around with other people's bones inside of them is crazy. And how'd you find this out? Inside my head. But the earth is telling me this. Well, we're running around with other people's bones inside of us, like cows. And I'm like, yeah, and pigs. Like the whole, I tried to eat something chicken the other day and it had a whole bunch of pork in it and something else had beef fat in it. And I'm just like, well, you stop poisoning chicken for all the people that can't eat pork and chicken, right? Because chicken's a bad thing too. And I'm like, well, yes, chicken is a bad thing. But the chickens are kind of out there right now. No, they're getting ragey because they know what it means whenever it says I get eat. Because they've been watching their family and their friends go far away from them from far time. And I'm like, yes, but you don't understand. The pigs still have their moms, right? Do you understand? This turns into a whole bunch of other stuff because I'm sitting here thinking about it constantly. Do you understand what constantly means? Okay, well, what? I have no thoughts on this. Why? Because it's recently come to my attention that I'm a piece of shit. And holy fucking hell, is that all that's going to come out? Because I don't give a shit about what the fuck I get that comes from whatever the fuck I want. And Grace, is that what you sound like? Somewhere in my gut I do a little bit. Actually, it's a lot of it right now, but it's not all the time. You see, it's just lately because I've been on this thing where it's been like really depressing for everything in my life because, you know, I just feel like I'm unfortunate looking, behaving right, because you have behaviors, which means, oh my God, there is somebody in there. What? Telling you things. Because I know what you're talking about. Because I put up with these thoughts in my head for 14 years. I'm only 28. And I put up with these thoughts in my head, and they used to have I've had people appear in my head and taunt me out of being kind to people. Do you understand that? Like little apparitions of people floating in the sky that say I'm more beautiful than you and I can make you do things to your body and to other people that you don't want to do because I have power. And I think that that's where this is going, to a real stranglehold here. Who was that person? Allison Ritchie. Allison Ritchie with an IE. IE. Do you understand? Allison Ritchie and Allison Ritchie with an EY. Because this person murdered people for a living. Do you understand that? They told me how many people they killed, and I was just like, oh, do you understand that whenever you're hearing these things in your life, maybe I should be listening? Why? Because I didn't realize this was going to turn into a who did what to someone. Because someone said something at some point to someone, which was, hey, you're really cute. And I think that that's all that ever was. Do you understand? Somebody did that whenever Nicole Richie was 14 too. But look how Nicole Richie turned out. Much better than Allison Ritchie. Do you understand? Because there's more Richies out there. I don't understand where that was going. But this is hard hitting for some part of us. Because there is a nation of people that are being misled by people all the damn time. Do you understand? I mean, like, everywhere. No, it's mainly one nation. Oh my God, there's a caterpillar on my bag. Ah, you guys, no, don't deserve it. I want to look at it, though. I want to hold it. Ah, no, I just want hold. No, I don't want. Ah, it freaks out. No, it's venomous. Ah, is it venomous? I have venom. I know how. Why are you so scared of me? I will, come here. I'm not gonna. No, you squished it. None of its organs. I just want it to be friends with me. And no, it's dying. It's almost dead. No, no, no. No, no, no. It's not. See, you can crawl on me. Maybe you are a friend. I didn't know this. What? That we could be friends. See this? This is what I mean. I just want to be with nature and earth. And by the way, one of my behaviors at one of those mental hospitals was eating plants. And I told them I'm a shaman. You know, like Native Americans, like, I'm really a shaman. Do you understand? That comes out of a center of soul that I have in myself. And I need to explain this. I'm not appropriating anyone. I'm really Choctaw, Chippewa, Sioux, Cherokee, and a slew of Indonesian. Do you understand? I speak with Hindu gods at times. And I do know how this sounds being a mixed race American, but I'm also Chinese and I'm like half Japanese. Do you understand? I'm like, oh, half Japanese. And it's like, I know I just look white because that's what everybody says, right? Well, you don't get it. It's how I feel because I grew up as a little slightly blonde-headed little girl. Do you understand what having slightly blonde hair does? It makes everybody see you as fucking white. I hate to break it to you, but I also asked for the blonde hair because of the Richie person. Okay, this is where it gets mixed up. How old are you? I am 28 years old. Why is this caterpillar on your thumb? It's trying to nest. It thinks it found a place. And I'm like, oh no, you can't nest on me. Then why'd you put me up here? And I'm like, here. No, not that one. I need some. Well, if I come back, maybe this one. Here. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Since it's nesting, I didn't want it to start cocooning on my fingertip. It could have lasted another day. And I was like, I didn't know that. I don't know the progesterone. And you're calling it progesterone because I'm still in here thinking about when I'm progesterating because I thought I was having a baby this year and I felt it kick me. And every time I came in to tell them that I was pregnant, they came in to tell me I wasn't pregnant and all they did was deny me. It's all because of my health coverage, right? And I'm like, I go to a Native American hospital. It's still because of health coverage because they don't want to get sued. Why would they get sued? Because you mentioned suing people. And I'm like, well, I mentioned suing people because they weren't doing their goddamn job right. But this is coming from This is coming from a medical professional. Do you understand that I've worked as a CNA for 6.5 fucking years? Do you understand it's almost 7 years? Yeah, once you've worked in the medical field for 7 years, I guess you could say you know how it's ran. Yeah, especially if you're running the floor and you're also the one taking care of the diaper disposable bags and you're placing them in places and you're grouping up with people and you're telling them where to go and you're basically running the place as a CNA because nobody else is qualified to do the job. And you're only a CNA because you can't afford to go back to school. And you know that if you went back to school as a job, you'd be stressed out. And they're like, okay, so what? And I'm like, no, you don't get it. I might not be able to handle it. And I don't know how I'd take the soul crushing defeat. Okay, maybe if she hadn't used soul crushing defeat. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know where my thoughts are going or what I'm going to say. You understand? It's really scary. I've been trying to explain this for so long to people, and all they do is laugh and play around with it and be like, ha, schizophrenic. And I hate that shit. I'm so sick and tired of it. Do you understand what you just brought in? A whole community of people. Not just people, attitudes and behaviors. Because this shit is going to, sorry, they were in a truck. A stupid oil truck. Actually, it's petroleum. Do you know what petroleum is? Petroleum jelly. No. You don't get it. They're mining so much petroleum out of our earth that the center crust might give way. Yeah, 10 billion years from now. And I'm like, yeah, but this is still a whole organism, a whole living planet that we existed on. Shouldn't we be more thankful and maybe put some of it back? Okay, maybe I haven't been taking you seriously whenever you say that you care. And I'm like, well, maybe who are you? I'm Allison. No, I want to know who you are. Whenever you said that I said that I care. Do you understand? I never said that I didn't care about Earth. Do you understand? This is what I'm going on about. I can say that I don't care about a stupid boy. I can say that. I can mean it. I think he helped me somewhere. And I believe it. I think that he really did help me. But not in like you're my savior way. Just in like you helped me. But you did in a really pushy, shovey, kind of moody, kind of attitudey, kind of learning how to deal with your business, kind of, oh my God, she dealt with a man. And I'm like, yeah, I dealt with 2 men. Do you understand? I've been dealing with thousands of men. Whenever I'm dealing with thousands of men, I'm perfectly fine. But the moment I get alone with this one guy, I swear to God, it's because his baby self got touched by like 1,400 people. It's actually 14 people. There's 14 people in his baby life that touched him and made him uncomfortable. And he doesn't know about it because he's not reading into it. And all he can think is, whoa, I got crunk. I get a party. Can you please not mention my name now? And I'm like, wow. But everybody knows that's what it's on about after Xenon. Yeah, maybe we know who you're talking about. Oh, shit. Why? Because she mentioned it. What? An illicit substance. And I'm like, yeah, wait for it. Because also, how many times am I going to say it? If I upload this damn video, how many people are going to say, oh, wow, look at that, a girl who dresses like that? Because I literally said I was going on a walk. And when you go on a walk in like 85-degree weather, you don't go on a walk in 85-degree weather in a romper. You understand? Why? Because that's what everyone expected you to pick. No, because it gets wet. Do you understand? I had wet up to my tushy last time I wore that thing out in the rain. Do you understand? This is what I mean. I don't know where everything's coming from, and I'm starting to realize who I was whenever I was a baby because of this man, because we had this agreement. So, like, I still feel connected to him, but I also feel done with him because he went out and partied, and he told me things like that we were going to be wed, and Here's a funny thing. He doesn't remember it, but he slept with like 16 billion women, according to everybody around the world, in other people's bodies. And shit comes out of some people because they didn't realize that they were sleeping in other people's bodies. Because this is the spiritual transgressions here are growing at this kid because they realize it now, because they don't want to go down in history as the most worst blamed because they did stuff and what do you mean they can't control it? Then why are they saying now? Because you're saying something about it and then sitting there and taking it like a man. Why? Because that's what my dad taught me. And you know what that's going to get me? Big payoff whenever the earth goes kablooey. Why? Because I'm going to get to sit there and watch it. I swear to God. I have this spiritual belief, and I might be right. Because, like, have you ever talked to Christ? Has anybody ever really talked to Christ? Because, like, I don't watch those shows about people who have talked to Christ, you know? Yeah, what do you mean by talked? And I'm like, well, that depends. Are you trying to learn about him? Are you trying to learn about a hymn? Or are you trying to ask for qualms? Okay, maybe I believe you about being more churchy fellowship than I believed. And who are you? I'm someone related to, the brown boy. How do you know that? Because that's how you relate to him. Oh, did I mention? This is a common relation, so that's how it'll be related. And yes, there's a little bit of that going on. If you recognize the voices, well then, let's just say you can call them out at any time and see who I am. Because I, as a baby, if I start with that, everybody's going to be like, whoa, no. And I'm like, but hey, I need to talk about it. When I was a baby, I said things like I was everybody around me because I would not open my eyes because I had a brain aneurysm. Do you understand that? I had a brain aneurysm, so I couldn't open my eyes, so I couldn't see. I was cured by the miracle of light in a medicine they gave me a month later because they said she hasn't really been talking or saying anything, and I was almost dead. I hadn't eaten anything in a month. I'm not tortured, but like I am, because everyone's mean to me on the side just because I've said some stuff. I haven't really done anything. You don't get it. When you get a criminal history, everyone that looks at you, you expect them to just see, is there a local newspaper that runs ads there? And I'm like, yes. How did you appear that night? And I said, I don't know. I didn't have my glasses on. I probably look weird. Oh, I have body dysmorphia. Oh dear God, I'm starting to relate. Why? Because I know what that's like. It means you see yourself as horrendous and ugly, even if you're not. I used to see that in myself even whenever I think I'm gorgeous now back then. But all I see is ugly. And all I look at myself now, and I just see myself as ugly. And it's like Team Jenny's saying, stop, no, this is about you. But Team Jenny's there because I don't want to. Why? Because this is about you. And I'm like, it's glorious. And I'm like, glorious comes from Andrew Harper too. Why? Because I don't know who Andrew Harper is, but Andrew Harper is a guy that's on the live right now. And I'm like, this isn't live? Then what is it? It's just a video recording so that I can post it. Do you understand that everyone's responding like you're live now? And I'm like, yeah, I know about it. That's the power of the internet. That's how I figured they all group around you, but I didn't know how to figure it out, and it really scared me. So I was too scared to try. So that's the whole truly living thing. Yeah, I wanted to teach people how to do that, and so I was trying to figure it out. And while I was figuring it out, I was doing mushrooms a lot because those relaxed me. No, the mushrooms didn't cause any of the voices or the hemorrhaging. It leveled down the hemorrhaging. Because I get really stressed out, and then I start to cry, and then I just want to cry all day long, and the mushrooms help with that. Do you understand that I cried all day long when I was a teenager sometimes, just because I couldn't find it? What? Something to love about someone. That's all. Do you understand? That's all I wanted. And I'm so heartbroken right now because no, you don't get it. People reach out to people with emotions and respond to them. And I'm like, I'm so maladapted to it. I just want to roll over. And I just get pooped. No, they were bringing you another caterpillar. For me, that I just get a caterpillar fairy blushing because this is a real caterpillar from the pupae. Oh my god. No, don't look at it. Oh, it absorbed my energy, but I see now. I don't know what to. Ah! It did something shrieking to me. It said I'm scared of you. It did what I did to other people. Oh my god. I just watched her touch nature. Because it did. It did just bring it down and land on her. That made me so happy. Why does it look so torn up? Because it just ate it. I didn't know I was a predator. Grace, are you dead or dying? I could be alive. Oh, damn. I'm really bruised. Grace, this caterpillar is like, do I look alive? And I'm like, you kind of look like you're dead. I think I'll just leave you there for a while. Okay. I don't know where I'll put you. You better save that. Why? Because it was a gift from a god. And I'm like, I should, but I have no place to put it, and it'll probably just get ruined anyway, and that's Hicks disorder. What do you mean Hicks disorder? I don't know, but I've heard about a disorder where things like that happen. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, do you think I got that? Yeah, 96. From who? It was Phoebe. No, it might have been Phoebe. Why? Because I'm the one that heard of it. And yes, I know about the baby thing. So if I hear about who was screaming at me all day going, I'm Phoebe, I'm Phoebe, I'll know about it. And I'm like, yes, that was me saying, I'm Phoebe, I'm Phoebe, I'm Phoebe. Because you were the most like me as the cast and characters, and I think probably in personality types. Great. I've bestowed upon you a whole bunch of fucking drama. Why? Because my mommy was also hateful, and she never said anything kind to me. And I'm like, yeah, my mom never says anything kind to me either. She just takes me shopping because I have no, it's because she likes bonding with you. You don't get it. She really feels like you owe her the cash dollar after what you asked for. Why? Because the 2 mushroom kits. And I'm like, I'm trying to start a business so I don't have to depend on her money. Okay, maybe that is a lot to ask for, huh? What? A mushroom kit? And I'm like, you don't get it. They're actually legal mushrooms. Oh, like the legal mushroom trade? Like Smokey Joe's? And I'm like, actually, like, I was thinking like lion's mane, and the manes are getting tired of being mentioned. I know, but that's one that I know that helped me in my brain. Whenever I get upset or cry, it stopped me from crying and it just made me calm. You understand? I've been so nervous and shaky ever since jail. I need to talk. No, if I tell them the whole story, the story about how the guy that I was talking to, right? Well, what would you say if you said, and I swapped it out too fast for him to know what to do, and he fell in love with it, the thought of making out with my mother. Okay, maybe I would run over there and threaten to kill a bitch too, because that hurt a lot. My husband, you understand, my husband at the time. And I'm so hurt and heartbroken over it, because I trusted him, and he led me astray. And I had problems with my mom because she dressed too seductory, and then she went to a high school. Do you understand? She was dressing in kind of low-cut shirts, and she was being a school teacher, and that's totally racial. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Everyone's gonna get your point, because that's what you mean by I don't care. A body's just a body, because that's how I treat it. I don't masturbate. I don't have sex with it. I had a little bit of, you don't get it. I don't do that kind of stuff on here. I don't anymore. Like, I haven't really done it with anybody since I was 18. Do you understand? I haven't went there with them sexually. Like, I've had sex, but I didn't open up. Oh my God, your chakra system shut down. Yeah, I'm seeing you in turmoil. Yes. And my mind's been wrapped up, my mind and soul's been wrapped up in 2 or 3 men. That's not good. But this is funny to Rachel. Why watching this flow down and drill back to someone? Grace, don't laugh. That makes them mad at you. No, the bug you scraped off just told you. They're calm because you're explaining. And anyway, I was just reacting because I think that a part of my brain got shut down whenever I smashed it on the wall so many times whenever I was in jail. And it gets disorganized when I try to tell it because so much has happened in my life. So just hold fast with me because I'm not writing out a lined plan. I'm just not going to do that because all of this stuff is just real to me. Like, my whole life, I've been like, why do I say like my whole life? I've been like sad, depressed, moody. I was so moody in school. You don't get it. I grew happier. But I was annoyed. What? At something. It was everyone's happiness. You were annoyed at everyone's happiness? And then it's Rachel laughing. From Friends. Oh, shit. Rachel Trevino. And that's the guy that I was talking about. I didn't know that I was making out with your mother. And I'm like, it took you 4 years to get over it. And you're still over there going, oh, joy somewhere. Oh, Jesus Christ. Were you that Grace Franklin chick? And I'm like, yeah, I might have denied you. What? On your activity. Why? Because I didn't see how much of this was going on. What? All of this in spirit. And I'm like, you don't get it. I'm Sigmund in law. And I'm like, Sigmund in law? Really? You think you're Sigmund Freud in law? If you were Sigmund Freud in law, you would have taken me up on my case because too much would have gone wrong if you hadn't. But it says you beat her. I did not beat my mother. I barely touched her. Oh, shit. Is that what's going on? What, that one report got out? Because that was caused by a jail guard that was afraid of getting fired for not knowing what the court-ordered judge said. Oh, dear God. Did I mention all I said was my name? And I said, Truly Hoxton Chitavi? Because that is my name by right. It's a name that I've earned. I've earned that name if I haven't earned any other name. You understand? That's why I said it, and I said it proud, because I better get this over with happened. Because they're going to have to know that they're dealing with a Native American. Oh my God, it is traditional hospice. Do you understand that whenever you've been betrayed in your own lands, and all you can say is, oh, and did I tell you that my mom was fucking masturbating whenever I came out of that bedroom? She had her masturbating toys on, and she was already on the phone, and only thing I know is that I beat down the door. Oh, and I didn't beat down the door like scary. It was just like bang, 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 bang. Can you imagine? Yes, it's shocking, it's scary, but have you ever spent 7.5 months away from everything you know and love? This is what I'm saying. This girl went through something that nobody will ever be able to tell her is normal. Nobody, because she had nobody in her soul, in her life. She was all alone. All alone. Nobody. Not even one. I had a bit of Andrew. Andrew was my savior there. That's what I'm talking about. You had one, and I'm like, yes, one I've never met. One I couldn't call and ask for money on my books that I couldn't use because I had a feeling if I used them because of someone's stupid sick prank, which comes from that other guy, because that other guy's personality and attitude is like that. Saying, well, if I'm going to... No, it was this fat jail guard. Why? Because they stole food off of people's books. No, just yours. Okay, maybe Sigmund Freud in law can help you. because I realize what she's talking about now. What? That's unheard of. And I'm like, they stole $40 from me. 33. No, it's 40. Because, and the damages. Why? Because I want to sit in jail and I want to eat my food. That's what I want to do. That is what I want to do. That is what I want to do. How hurt can you be? Do you understand that I've never remained more hostile than I was in that environment? And it scared me to death whenever they said that they were taking me out. And at the same time, they didn't know. You don't get it. It was 7.5 months. They moved me rooms 4 times. Also unheard of. They also moved me rooms. Oh, did you know 34 times is the max limit in the state of Oklahoma? Because that's crazy talk is going on from someone. Because my daddy works in law and he would never. Your daddy was the sheriff of my sheriff department. And your daddy works in law. That means you're crooked as hell because you were there. Right? Because that's how everything works. Because whose daddy works in law? Oh yeah, my daddy worked in law. But he only ever had a jail cell with 2 jail cells. Do you understand? No, they had 4. I thought they only had 2. Well, maybe they did. Why? Because that wasn't Grady County Jail. That was just holding. And I've been in Grady County too, all the way from Stevens. And they tried to try me for assault and battery because I grabbed my mom's hair. Because my mom's hair changed like magic. And it was crazy. Grace, they're seeing stuff on you. Oh, it's dying. No, it's dead. I'm sorry. Don't remove it. It's bringing you good feelings. But I wanted to help it. Oh no, the rotting process stopped. I felt guilty for it. Aw, she removed it. The smell was giving me good vibes. Why do we say good vibes? Because you had that good vibes shirt on and you took a picture earlier that day and that's why it blew. Because someone said she stopped the police officer and it was Rowan is making shit up somewhere. Nuh-uh. That's coming from who would be making stuff up about this? Says Rachel Trevino, who was laughing at everything. And no, it's not me. I want to know who would be making stuff up about this while a girl is trying to get her story off with it. Off with it. Who is it? Because this is important. If people cannot speak their minds within their minds, then who are we listening to in our everyday life about everything that we do? Why are we going to work? Why are we doing anything? I understand her nativeness now. Why? Because she has been talking about this nonstop ever since she left. And I'm like, oh, and you don't see this. You're a slave to your community, huh? Because that's how you feel? Do you understand this is a pity party? If you are a slave to your community, no longer be a part of it and leave. Leave it forever. Do you understand? This is what I'm saying. If I did not have this tie to this sacred land, I would be anywhere else in the world. But I have a tie to this sacred land, and I'm unsure whether to leave it. If I could leave it, I might, but I don't know where I'd go because I just want to be out in nature. So I might be tied here. Do you understand? You might be at a losing fight here, buddy. Why? Because somewhere he's like, I could take the whole left hemisphere. Why? Because he thinks that there's a power source under here called a pyramid. Because there is, but we're unaffected by his negative energy and you don't understand. Grace, did you just let that pop? And I'm like, yes, I just let that pop. Do you understand what the pyramids are? They're a power force. They're an energy. And he says, yes, I know. I've studied it. And I'm like, and who is that? It's an old guy that said something once on a TV show that you liked. You as an I. Oh, that's how it's going to be. Well, I'm pretty sure it's you as an I. Well, it might be. I'm pretty sure I felt a you as an I. Oh, dear God. That's why. She knows it's you as an I. Listened to or watched whenever I was a 2-day-old. Right? Because how'd I watch it as a 2-day-old if I had an aneurysm? Well, here's the problem. Your story's going to get shifty shady with the energy sources being aligned. And I'm like, why? Because they start to make things wobbly. Well, actually, we start to make things stable. Well, I just got done telling them how I had a brain aneurysm. This is coming from something. Oh, your soul was petrified. What do you mean? You were petrified. Why do you say that? Because how could you know that the Egypt was an, oh my God, she was onto something. Why? Because I'm starting to notice it. What? That I can't keep my mind straight because there are so many fucking liars and shit. Oh my God. Is that what I do want to say that, but I want to get on with this. What is she trying to say about these energy sources? They could retain power on Earth for everything. Do you understand? We could have a utopia. Yes, everything. All of them. Ah, sorry. Big caterpillar got picked up. I want. He's a big one. Anyway, that calmed us down. Why? Because someone's getting mad about the pyramid source not coming out because she knows all about it. She learned about it like 5 years ago. But the closer we get to this shit, the more often they like to say things like, I don't want to know about it. Why? Because if you tell everyone about it, they're just going to be like, oh, a mystery. And I'm like, oh, it's not going to be a mystery. You don't understand. I can reveal it. Oh my God, she's the revealer. Yeah, we went through that like earlier this morning. What's a revealer? I'm not sure where that comes from. It's just like a lore, ancient fairy tale. Yeah, something like an old story because we've been around for so long. Okay, maybe this is where it comes from. What did the Native Americans say on it? Ah, we say lots of things about it because we were there. Do you understand? We were the ones that put it together, pieced that ship, because the Earth is a spaceship, you idiot. It's a what? It's a spaceship. How can the Earth is a spaceship and we've just been sitting here? And I'm like, yeah, you're really not supposed to pilot them unless you know what you're doing because you have to steer like the entire universe somehow. And I'm the only one that knows how to pilot it because it's in my blood. Yeah, by 1%. And I know that because I had a dream about it whenever I was little. I said I would look like that whenever I arrived. And I was like, you may. Because my family says that we know how to shapeshift. Oh, the shapeshifters. No, you can't let that out. Why? Because the animals, the spirits, what they'll absorb and they'll commit what crimes and atrocities. And I'm like, oh, but you don't get it. I will get it back. Because whatever Earth has that's whole, before we can ever move this hunkin' rock or this universe or whatever, we have to shapeshift and everything else before we can ever get to that point again. Because we have to live through our past and become our past anew before we can ever become something that becomes something again. Because our Earth is cyclic and so is our universe. So what does that mean? Everything that is past will always be present. And everything that is present will always be past. But everything that is present will not always be the future. So what does that mean? Our world is revolving around something that happened when I was a baby, spurred a moment. And it was this: how I, if I, what I. And I don't know how all that came out or why, but I do know a lot of things about a lot of people. And I know that pisses them off because I don't know why I know a lot of things about a lot of people other than I tried to get married to some stupid guy. And I'm forever dying on this. Jesse Lynn will forever be my go-to gal after he molested you whenever he was 14 years old. Right? Right? Because he tickled your little belly and then he told you that he loved your cock so much. God damn it. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Why? Because that still brought a smile to my fucking face. Do you understand that we're over here looking at you going, how do you do that? What? With your personality? And I'm like, I don't know. Why is that worm all jiggly? It looks like it's a different kind of worm. You understand what? It's trying to find a leaf or something to munch on. It's just sitting there. It's trying to pupate now. Oh no. You just ripped it away from its last glory. Pupating on a woman. Oh no. Did I pick? It's not clutching. Okay, fine. Go die. Stupid. Grace, that caterpillar is going to scorn you somewhere. I know. But it's just because my emotions got shut off by the soundboard. Why are we talking about soundboards? I don't know. But I'm going to send this right now to the people